Hello and welcome. In this video today I'm going to be doing the Gunner's Piercing Kinetic build for Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Now, my favorite class mod to pick here is obviously for the Gunner, Weapon Specialist. I like this better just because for every 100 projectiles fired you get to shoot 8 high-powered projectiles in all directions. And with the Lead Storm as your starting weapon, this is going to happen very frequently. Now, another good choice is Juggernaut, just because you get the plus 10% damage, but you do lose weapon range. And we do like weapon range. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the weapon specialist.
Pick rails and pickaxes.
In my opinion, that's the better
We're
choice.
sending you in to take out a dreadnought. Get it done, Miner. We're all counting on you.
I'm on the new map here, Azura Weld, so we can do something a little cheeky and bounce into this. Gain some gold. So right away, when we first start, we want to try and collect as much gold and nitro as possible. This is just going to help us get what we need. Now, there's nothing too crazy here, but I think the best choice is luck.
This works.
And what we want to look at when we get to pick some other stuff is we want to build into obviously picking kinetic projectile weapons. And we also want to make sure that we get our critical chance up, and we also want critical damage alongside piercing. And I'll show you why as we get further into the build here. I think just taking the reload speed.
That's the one.
Make sure we get this these precious resources. Basically, the first stage, we just want to try and collect as much gold and nitro as possible. Speaking of which, our side objective here is to collect those flowers. Reload speed is really nice, but I think fire rate is probably a little better. It's an epic.
Might as well.
There's some bugs out.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Those purple bugs are annoying. Okay, so we have hit level 5 and we get to choose our first weapon. Now, we can go either with the deep core gun here. It's a kinetic projectile weapon. That's what we're wanting. Kinetic projectiles. So we can either go with this, straightforward assault rifle that shoots and bursts, or the jury-rigged boomstick is actually quite nice as well. It's a shotgun that targets the closest enemy. This is also kinetic projectile, and I think that this is probably a little bit better to begin with, as I only have the machine gun that shoots in front. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the boomstick here.
I wish I could get two.
I want to continue to try and look for some of those flowers to finish off the
Too
side
much crap
objective.
in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, Miner.
And we have our first supply drop. It's important that we pick these up also because the artifacts are going to be very helpful in bringing our build together. Hopefully get us out quickly. Approach. Yeah, shotgun's doing work already. Once it's upgraded, it'll be very useful. Nothing too exciting, so we'll just continue to increase our guns here.
Gotta have it.
Great.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready. LC prepped. Supply pod incoming.
Really enjoy doing that, dropping the pods on the bugs. It's very useful. Okay, so nothing here is really what we want. Taking 3 levels is good, but that's probably better later on, as we're only level 7, so gaining the levels are going to be quite easy. Max health and health regen, not so important for what we're trying to build. And fire, we definitely don't want fire. So we have 1 artifact reroll, and we can do this, so I will. And we get one of the better ones that we could possibly get, and that's the driver's manual. This is going to increase our damage, our reload speed, increase our critical chance, and our critical damage. And this is perfect for what we want. As we're going with Piercing Kinetic build, we want obviously crit as well, because you're going to be piercing bugs and critting everything you hit, basically. That's what we want to do.
It's a little
Driver's
extra
manual is my
special.
choice. And we got lucky again with a 50% damage increase to our shotgun. This is also something that we want to look out for, the critical chance. We want to increase our critical chance so that we're critting more often. But I don't know if I can actually pass up the legendary here. So we're going to go ahead and pick bigger cogs.
It'll do.
We've got a 2nd level up as well. I guess we'll just go with the reload speed.
Hell yes.
Spotted some gold.
There is gold.
Okay, I just need a couple more flowers also.
Cowabunga! I feel
1 more
amazing.
flower and our side objective. And our first elite has spawned. Side objective
Objective completed. Excellent job. Sort of just want to guide him around and try and pick up some experience and resources while I can. This is definitely going to help moving into the later stages of the game. Now, critical chance. This is important for our build, as we want to ensure that our bullets are critting our enemies. So we're gonna start to build our crit chance here.
It's mine. Tell you later, stinking bugs. I popped the loot bug. Let's get the minerals.
Pop those loot bugs. Grab some more resources. I think we're pretty much where we want to be on this.
You're really
This
pissing
thing
off the
tickles
bugs.
my
They're getting
blood.
angrier.
I'll tell you, we've got a pretty good start. You'll see the damage slowly increase over the level.
Time's running out, Miner.
Compare like what I've got
Getting
now
worse.
to later in the video, it'll probably be huge. Might have to just cut a path through here.
You ugly son of a bitch!
Get it done, Miner. The bugs are furious.
It's okay if they get a bit stronger on the first levels. We're not in that much of a rush. We shouldn't die to level 1 anyway. Fingers crossed. Now, I think that the best option here is probably taking this, because then we can overclock our shotgun.
Nice! I'll take it.
We don't actually want to go into cold or electrical damage here, so that's kind of a bit of a bummer. So we're just going to salvage that and pick a piercing upgrade. Now this is actually very good. Plus 50% piercing. It means our bullets are going to travel through our enemies, doing damage to any bug it hits. And this is actually very good upgrade.
Oh yeah! Now we're talking!
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Get moving. It won't hang around.
Okay, I'm missing a little bit of experience here, but I can't really afford to loop back around. Again, our critical chance, that's important for our build, and that's what we want to stack up. And once we get a good critical chance, then we can move more into critical damage.
Woo, baby!
Stage 1 cleared. Be sure to spend your gold and nitro before the next stage.
Alright, so that's stage 1 complete, and we get to look at what they have in the shop. We don't have anything too crazy, so I'm just going to re-roll this in hopes of something better.
What else?
Nothing too crazy. We can just take fire rate or weapon damage. I think boosting something up is going to be important, but I think I'm going to roll the dice and re-roll again.
What else?
Here we go. This is really, really good. 12% critical chance. Basically, if we can get this high enough, we're going to always be critting our enemies. So that is probably my best choice.
Yeah, now we're talking.
I still have nitro to spend, so I think just putting a couple of points into our
I
starting
can't get enough
weapon
of this
is
rare stuff.
probably going to be beneficial. In fact, I'm not going to go too crazy with it, and I'll save some resources for after stage 2. Speaking of stage 2, let's begin.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
So again, we want to try and focus on gathering some resources, gold, nitro, and try and also collect those 6 flowers to finish our side objectives for some more gold. The gold's going to be important for re-rolling what we want. I think I said that already, but I say that every match just to remind myself. Collect the gold and nitro, and the game gets a lot easier. Get in. Let's see what's up this way.
Big swarm detected.
Nitro.
Lock up and get ready.
Oh, that's gold. I'll take it. Hopefully grab this before the swarm reaches me. 3 more levels as well, and we can get our 3rd weapon. I am losing a lot of experience, but if I can circle around, it should be fine. Best case scenario, I can get a magnet. Now, this one's really good. Plus 50% damage to all kinetic weapon damage. That's what we're building into, so getting a damage boost for all of our weapons is going to be good. And I think that our critical chance should be okay now, and we can pick some more up later. So this is probably a better choice.
This is perfect for the build.
Even he said it, perfect for the build.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Alright, this is important to gain the supply drops, so I'm going to try and grab that now while I can. Right, it takes a little bit of damage. I can heal here.
This rock wants to be my
Quite
friend.
useful.
Sorry. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
Now I don't need to rush it, and I can just loop back around.
Hey, bugs! How's my
In the
butt
meantime, I'll
look from
try and
down
finish
there?
that side objective. I just need 1 more flower, and that's complete.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm
Must be
incoming.
that blocking the block man. Yeah, I almost had it there. If I managed to get it, I probably would have popped all those bugs. These aren't that great, but I think I'll take the common reload speed for my main gun here, just because that pushes me up to 1 level away from the first overclock.
Bingo!
that loot bug.
I popped the loot bomb. Let's get the mineral.
Okay, should be able to make it drop now. Squish all the bugs as well.
LZ clear. Supply inbound.
On the planet I'm
Perfect.
made to destroy.
That was perfect.
It's poetic.
Alright, so here's one thing that's really good for the build, the Nitra scanner. It gives you a small chance to find Nitra while mining any kind of rock. We do a lot of mining as we want the resources, and this is really good because it can be paired with another artifact that you can get. I forget the name, but it gives you an increased critical chance for each Nitra you carry. So that is a very good choice. Squinty Eyes is also very good because it increases our crit chance by 30 and our crit damage, but will reduce our normal damage. And honestly, I think this artifact is really good because while it says you lose 30% of your damage, you're actually gaining a ton more by critting your enemies. So I think that this one's probably better right now because the Nitra scanner requires another artifact to pair with. So I think that the better option is Squinty Eyes, and we're going to go with that one.
Dial it in.
New weapon unlock. The best one that I can see here is the Smart Rifle. This will lock on and unleash homing bullets. The bullets are also kinetic and it's a projectile weapon. So this fits our build perfect, and that is probably the best option for us here.
Lock on.
Without reroll, of course. That was unnecessary. Alright, we are one flower short of completing our side objective. So I'm going to try and find that. Oh, there it is. Found the flowers, so that's some more gold in our wallet.
Objective completed.
And the elite is also here. Now, this is amazing. Careful aim. 15% crit chance. Our crit chance now should be very high, and I'll show you what that is in just a second.
This upgrade's gonna change my life.
On the side there, under player stats, you can see that our critical chance is now 80%. That is a huge number and should ensure that pretty much most of the time we're going to be critting our opponents. Our critical damage is 297% of our regular damage, which means that the Squinty Eyes, the debuff there, the negative 30% damage, is basically cancelled out now. So we're going to be doing pretty much max damage, and we can also now work on increasing our critical damage or even push our critical chance up to closer to 100%. So already our build is coming together, and our kinetic projectile weapons are doing a ton of damage. The next thing we want to probably work on is trying to get some upgrades to piercing, so our bullets can pierce through enemies, dealing damage to more bugs along the way.
Pop the loot bomb. Let's get the mineral.
Alright, the elite's about to go down, and then we can get out of here and see what's in the shop.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Let's make our way to the drop pod. I don't think there's too much of a reason to stick around, so let's
Stage
just
2 completed. Taking
level.
you to stage 3. Well done.
Alright, entering the shop after stage 2, we can see that we actually got piercing on one of our guns. This is very good and definitely what we want to pick up here.
This'll do!
Because we have collected Nitra, or enough Nitra, we can also afford to boost our shotgun by 2 levels. Hopefully getting a few more on the next stage to be able to overclock.
Looks beautiful, like me.
And I may as well spend my last of my Nitra because I don't have the artifact that I need Nitra, and this gun, by selecting this upgrade, is going to allow the overclock.
This'll do!
Alright, so here we go. We can pick reload speed and while reloading plus 100% armor. I think that's going to be better towards the later rounds, but for now I think that just increasing the clip size is going to be a good thing. I know the reload speed kind of sucks, and that is nice, but we do have 2 other weapons to pick up the slack. So bigger mags is probably what I... Excuse me. Bigger mags is probably what I want to pick here.
I'm clocking it to 11.
We have a ton of gold, so I may as well take the critical damage increase as well.
I'm a new dwarf.
I can re-roll here, and I probably will because what's the harm?
Let me try again.
I have no nitro, but we can take the +6 armor. We don't really need it, but we do have an abundance of gold currently. So I think this will be okay, unless we want to start re-rolling skills. In fact, I'm going to save it because we're only going into stage 3, and something else more important could come along.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Again, I want to try and look for some nitro and gold to help with our upgrades. And our side objective also. I'll take reload speed here.
Ready,
Probably the best choice. A bit of reroll, but I don't really do that. We are collecting a ton of gold though, so we can start re-rolling for things that we want, like piercing, crit damage, things like that. Piercing is probably more important, as that's kind of what we're trying to build into here. But our critical chance is pretty much where it needs to
The
be.
surface is too
And we
packed
can
for
only
supply pod to
do
land.
damage.
Please clear it.
We have our drop pod also. I'm just going to quickly complete this objective for some gold.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Alright. Objective complete. Now time to try and get the drop pod. Adding another artifact here is going to be huge for us, and give us a very good chance at
detected.
actually
Get ready.
completing the
We'll be
dive
with you shortly.
and taking down the original one. Nitro around here too. Just gonna get rid of these purple explosive bugs. Not very friendly.
Box of goodies headed your way, miner.
Okay, again the nitro scan is good, giving us a small chance to find nitro when mining any kind of rock, but it's only really good in unit when it's combined with the other one. The other option is to pick the coupons here to give myself a 20% discount on all shop purchases. However, I think that trying to build more in towards what I want is better in the long run. So I am actually going to pick the nitro scanner here for the extra chance at nitro when mining.
I'm raring to try this out.
I also have to get out of this corner of the map. I don't really like getting stuck on the corners. It just sort of limits my options of escape. Now, here we go. We got something to boost our weapons. As you can see down the bottom there, picking the 10% damage increase to kinetic weapons will increase the damage of all 3 of our weapons. So this is probably a good choice.
It'll do.
Try and grab some of that experience. Okay, so everything's looking good so far. You can see that.
Try and catch me now.
Gold, and come over here and grab some health.
Hey, I'm healing. This thing looks
Prepare to
like
fight for your
me.
life. The big swarm is approaching.
Alright, we've got some more approaching, so hit that.
Was that supposed to break?
Critical chance. What is our critical chance at now? Still at 80%, so we can take that.
This'll do.
Now we got an 83% chance of landing a critical shot.
Luke eliminated.
Very high. That is exactly what we want.
Bring the pie.
As you can see, the damage just skyrocketed first. Now these bugs are sort of melting under the amount of bullets coming their way. Also, a little tip is like if you find yourself being approached by a massive swarm, just sort of dig your own path through the mine your own path through the rocks. I don't like this. They're always. Alright, we gotta get out of here. We're taking way too much damage. Gotta get away from the edge of the map. Be a little bit careful with where we go now because the problem. I'll just take the weapon damage. Actually, I'm gonna re-roll this one. Reload speed.
This'll do.
Oh, no.
This is growing out of hand. Get it done, miner.
Good, I found a health crystal.
This thing tickles my blood.
Don't get this wrapped up soon. It's all over, miner.
Slowly going down. If we just kite him around, we should be fine. Why is he not getting stuck in the bed? I don't know where he's gone now.
Get it wrapped up, miner. The longer you stay, the harder it gets.
Get stuck on the tree.
Let's hop to it.
Still trying to like get resources and stuff in the midst of like all the fighting. But I will need to work on boosting my survivability a little bit, I think. Anyway, our crit chance is very high, so the best thing to do here is probably increase our projectile damage. All of our weapons are kinetic projectile weapons, so this is going to give a 20% damage boost to all three weapons here, and that is a very good upgrade.
Sign the likes of which I've never seen.
Dodge that. Getting there, slowly but surely. Get to this level there.
The bugs are getting worse. Move it.
Very well in the later stages. More increases the weapon. And maybe we should look at trying to overclock our weapons again. Speaking of which, we got a rear paint job for our shotgun, pushing it up 2 more weapon levels.
If it looks good, it's
1 level away from
everyone
the
knows that.
Can't hang around forever, miner. These bugs aren't your friends.
Alright, we need to get this guy out of here so we can move on. And we did just that.
Well done. Objective completed.
Try and get out of here without
arrived.
taking
Get there
much
now.
more damage.
It will leave without you.
I want it.
And then we'll have a look at what we can pick up from the shop. Everything runs around too long, so let's just...
Stage 3 completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress deeper.
Alright, so we are in the shop after round 3. We have reload speed for all of our weapons. Could be good. Increasing our fire rate. I might pick this though, the paint job for our main gun here. Because we do like overclocking our weapons. And overclocking them is super powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and pick
Now it's
that
my
to increase
favorite
the weapon
color.
level. As well as taking, I have 239 gold at this stage, so taking 18% reload speed, the legendary here is very
Gotta
good.
have that
And
legendary.
I am going to re-roll to
Gonna
see
roll
what
the
else.
dice on this one.
Well, we can take some increased damage for our main gun. so we might do that. But speaking of gold, I have a ton of it, so I think I'm just gonna... I might actually just take the 15% damage increase for the projectiles.
Now
That's
this
all
is
of our
a rare
weapons.
treat. Let's
I will
shake it up.
reroll, and okay, we have some options here. I do have enough to overclock both of these guns, so I'm going to start by picking this
This
one.
one looks best.
Ah, this is very good. We have plus 100% piercing, plus 30% damage, but we lose some fire rate. I think that the higher caliber rounds is way better here, because we can counter the loss in the 30% loss of fire rate by selecting some fire rate upgrades. So that's probably the better choice of these two.
I'm
and I will
clocking
pick
it to
that.
11.
I'm also going to pick the shotgun
I want
upgrade,
it.
so I can now overclock this. And the better option is probably the weapon range and increase to damage. So we will pick high velocity bullets.
Overclock, my favorite type of clock.
Now, like I said, armor is probably better coming into the later rounds, and I did actually take quite a bit of damage in that last one, so I think gaining a little bit of a boost to damage won't hurt. It's not our main focus, but it will help us survive.
This will help me work harder.
Now, we still have a few more rounds, so I'm going to save the rest of the currency in case I need to re-roll something. 2 more levels, and we have our level 25 weapon, our 4th weapon. So I need to make sure I have resources to ensure that we can pick up a kinetic projectile weapon.
Let's get the job done and get back in a hurry.
Good start. We can gain some resources, some gold and nitro right here. And our side objective is to select 6 of those flowers again. So if we can, we will
You're
do that.
Swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Yeah, I really don't like those purple bugs. They do way too much damage. Okay, there's some health over here, so I might visit that quickly.
Gaining strength from the planet I'm paid to destroy. It's poetic.
Those bugs are tough. Yeah, as you can see, the bullets are now piercing, and not my main gun, but from the homing rifle. So I need to look at getting piercing on my old firearm. We have a fire rate for all projectiles. That won't hurt.
Not too shabby.
I think that with the gold I have, I can start re-rolling to look for more piercing upgrades now.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Up and back
One
down.
more flower and the side objective is complete. Get out of here, purple bugs. Alright, so I think our crit is where it needs to be. Our crit chance definitely is.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too
Need to look
lucky,
at
so please
getting
clear it out.
Here's our last flower to complete our side objective.
Objective completed.
Your history.
I see why this is this is fine, we'll just keep cutting them around and hopefully we can gain a bunch of this, level up. Okay, here we go. I think that this is actually a very good gun. It's a sniper rifle, we can give it piercing. It already comes with piercing, so that's perfect. Yeah, I think we'll take the sniper here.
The M1000 is a classic for a reason.
So if we just have a quick look at the guns now. We have all kinetic projectile weapons. Four kinetic projectile weapons. We have an increase to our crit and our critical damage. Small chance to gain nitro, and again, damage, reload speed, crit chance, crit damage. So our critical chance at stage 4 is 83%, and our critical damage is 307%. This is very good. The only other thing that we need to work on now is increasing the piercing of our weapons. Stage 4 elite is here. Another one of those acid spitters. So we're going to have to try and get that out of here a little bit faster than the last round. Our critical chance is 83%, like I said, so I think that it's more important to throw a few more levels into the weapons here. I am actually going to re-roll. This would be nice earlier, however, I'm on stage 4, so I don't think it's necessary. I think just gaining another damage boost is great.
I'm growing stronger. Smell you later, stinking bugs.
Pick up some of that experience that I left behind. I'm going to re-roll again here, because what I'm really looking for is piercing. I don't get it, so the plus 10 damage to all kinetic damage, that's all 4 of my weapons with a 10% damage increase. That's very good, and I will pick this. I do kind of want to look at upgrading my weapons further, because gaining a few additional overclocks is really going to help with the final round. Now, I almost forgot about this supply pod, and it is important that we pick this up. They really help me. With any luck, I can get this drop pod and not get left behind. I'll take the crit chance here, because this is gonna bring our crit chance to 89%.
This one's so mean.
Get it.
Good work. Resupply on the way.
See that coming,
Alright,
sucker?
got it. We were lucky. None of these are very good. This would help with survivability, but it's not kind of what we want to build. I don't actually have any rerolls left, so I think just gaining some health and health regen won't hurt.
I'm having an epic vision.
Alright, let's make this drop pod before we get
Gather up your
left
beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to
Go to
leave.
hell.
Excellent work, Miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Alright, so that's stage 4 complete, and we're at the shop. This is the last stage, so we can spend all of our resources in this shop. Plus 20% damage of all weapons. I like this.
Legendary.
We'll take
It's
that.
my lucky day.
We don't really need crit chance anymore. That's where it needs to be. I'm going to re-roll
Nope.
here and hope to
Try again.
better. Well, we can increase our damage again. That's going to be good.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
We don't have as much piercing as I would like. However, our weapons are dealing a ton of damage, and everything that I'm getting usually increases like all 4 weapons now. So that is nice. Just gonna
This is perfect for
take
my
some
build.
random little
Let's shake
upgrades,
it up.
try and push a weapon up towards its next overclock. Reload speed is
Lock
good.
it in.
Damage
I
is good.
rarely go for this one.
Like I said, we want to spend all our money here because it's our last shop.
I can't get enough of this
I'll take
rare
that as
stuff.
well. And I'm ready to go. Level 5, stage
The
5.
will emerge when
Come
you
on,
defeat
Dreadnought.
the
Let's see what
and
we
watch
got.
out for elites. Keep your cool.
We should be able to
You'll
beat
make it out
this
just
with
fine.
the build that we have. Like I said, I would have preferred to have more piercing, but what we've got is working. Reroll this. Here we go. See the fire rate of all projectile weapons, increasing all 4 weapons. This is good.
Lock it in. Jukebox open.
Okay, I'm gonna try and. I was gonna pop that one. See how fast the health goes down. I think we should be alright for the dreadnought provided we can avoid damage.
Loot bug eliminated! See you in hell!
Pick up this gold still because it is useful for re-rolling.
Loot bug
Supply pod
eliminated!
prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
Try and go get this artifact. It's useful taking on the dreadnought.
Feels rare. Feels right.
I have time too, the bugs aren't on me, so that's good.
Box of goodies headed your way, miner.
Alright, see this is what I was talking about, the nitrogenic powder. It gives me plus 0.5% crit chance for every nitro you have. Now this would have been really good earlier on when paired with the nitro scanner, because you'd just be picking up nitro and increasing your crit chance. However, at this stage of the game, stage 5, it's not necessary because we already have the crit chance at 89%. So the better option here is probably either to gain the armor for every 2% of missing health. This just means if I'm taking more damage, I'm going to be taking less damage, if that makes sense. Alternatively, we can boost ourselves by 3 levels, and honestly, I think this might be a little better because we then have a chance of getting our guns to their next overclock. So I think we'll go with the ancient knowledge and see what we can get. We can take the damage for the sniper.
This one's so me.
Might pick it again here just because I'll be able to overclock.
Sure. Why not?
We can go either fire rate and reload speed or damage and reload speed. I feel like our damage is good, so the fire rate is probably better here. So we'll go with gas
Got a
reroute.
bit of extra kick in it.
And our last level up. Might reroll. No piercing. Okay, well we'll just go with 3% reload.
This will help you work harder.
Take out another elite here. Getting knocked back as well, so just stand there and
See you in hell.
melt that bug. One more hit. Get that down as quick as we can. And just take piercing. That's perfect. See, this is what we were looking for the whole time, is adding a percentage of piercing to our weapons. So that adding punch. So we're definitely going to pick that. Now our bullets can be piercing and dealing damage to everything. Pairing that with the crit is very good. One more elite egg before the dreadnought, so I'm trying to figure out where that is so I can take that down fast. There it is. No piercing, so just go with damage. So as soon as this one goes down, we're going to jump into the dreadnought and take him out. Let's go pop the egg.
Watch out! It's big and it's dangerous.
Alright, dreadnoughts have arrived. I'm going to just pick the fire rate on this weapon here because that'll put it one closer to overclocking. I don't think any of this is necessary anymore. Our build is basically complete and we just need to take out these dreadnoughts.
Tips.
Ah, dodge that. Bit of a chicken in the middle kind of thing happening. here. Ouch. I don't like this big healing. It is what it is. I just need to do more damage. Alright, we dodged that. Oh, we dodged that too. Okay, doing their heal again.
Let's show them some fight!
Alright. I kind of want to get away from the side of the map here. Give me a bit of damage. Probably this guy. Reroll. Here we go. We can
That's the one!
gain an overclock. Plus 100% piercing again. I think that's good.
Watch this one!
Okay, they're healing. They're almost about to go down though. Gotta make sure I dodge their attack. Should be fine. And I didn't dodge. But there's one dreadnought about to go down. Honestly, they're both about to go down. We should have this in the bag.
Well done, team.
Both
Idiot
hot.
dreadnought threat eliminated.
GG's, guys.
Completed.
Is everything left? Get on the
Orders
drop pod
satisfied. The
and
drop pod
get
is
out of
arriving.
there.
Get
Get
moving.
out of here.
It won't hang around. You've proven that one dwarf can do the work of four if we just give you enough guns. Management
There
is
you have it,
pleased.
guys. That's my Gunner's Piercing Kinetic build. You don't have to use the exact weapons, but you do have to ensure that they're all kinetics. All kinetic weapons with projectiles. Now, looking at my stats here, you can see I did like quite a decent amount of damage, and the homing gun actually did the most there, and this is due to getting piercing early on. Yep, I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video was helpful in deciding what to build and what to play as in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. And until next time, peace.